You're watching Fox.
Ghost Rider is brought to you by Bartles & James' new Red Sangria with the delicious flavors of oranges, lemons, and limes. Try Bartles & James' new Red Sangria today.
Hello. You may be wondering what all this fruit is for. Well, Ed has come up with a fabulous new cooler. Bartles & James Red Sangria, made from fine red wine with the flavor of oranges, lemons, and limes. Ed thinks it will be the summer's most popular cooler. He says it is the perfect choice if you are having a party, and he hopes you will invite a lot of friends because he has certainly picked a lot of fruit. Please try our new Bartles & James Red Sangria, and thank you for your support.
I love what you do for me, Toyota.
What do you think, Dad?
I think it's yours.
One of the things that can make buying a first car a lot easier is knowing that it's a first Toyota.
I love what you do for me, Toyota. Take good care of my baby. Be just as kind as you can be. And would you please remember to treat her soft and tender, because my baby belongs to me.
Johnson's brings out the baby soft shine born in your hair.
This fall, Fox will not be bringing you brainless, bumbling bimbos. Instead, we present Babes, coming to the new Fox Thursday night.
One week in this house, I still can't find anything. Cindy, honey, help me look for the juicer. Cindy, is something the matter?
Yes. This house makes me nervous. And Mr. Strack and his son, plus that weird housekeeper, they all scare me.
Cindy,
Mom, why'd you marry Mr. Strack? He's creepy. I think he's like a murderer or something.
Young lady, where have you gotten this crazy notion that your stepfather is someone to be afraid of?
Good morning.
Hello, dear. Where did you get that axe?
Up in the attic. I'm thinking of going out and chopping some firewood. I've always found that an enjoyable way to kill a little time. I know you're back there, Cindy. You can't hide from me.
And what, may I ask, is happening in my kitchen?
Miss Blasco, Elizabeth was just trying to squeeze her daughter a glass of orange juice.
Madame, kitchen duties are for the lady of the house, not for cheap scum like me. Anthony, may I have a word with you in the next room, please?
You betcha.
Fresh squeezed. No pulp. Darling, I'm concerned. Cindy's having difficulty adjusting to our new family, and
Yeah.
she also says that she's afraid of you.
Elizabeth, it's perfectly natural for a child to be afraid of a new stepfather.
But, darling, you don't understand. Cindy thinks that you might be a murderer.
Well, that's natural, too. When I was a boy, I thought my new stepfather was a murderer.
What made you stop feeling that way?
His acquittal.
silly discussion. You're the last person on earth anyone should be frightened of.
That's not necessarily true, darling. After all, I'm the world's best-selling horror novelist.
But Cindy finds your housekeeper and your son terrifying as well.
My son, Edgar, terrifying?
Yes, were you aware that he's constantly telling my daughter that he's the Antichrist?
Well, every boy needs a role model. Speak of the devil. Edgar, your stepmother and I were just talking about you.
Hello, Edgar. Dear.
He's such a rapscallion. And have you ever seen a dream walking? Now, Elizabeth, I ask you, does this appear to be two children who don't get along together famously? And Edgar, isn't it wonderful to have little Cindy here to do things to? I mean, with? Why don't you two go upstairs and play?
Mommy, why is God punishing me like this?
Oh. Anthony, why is your housekeeper so resentful of my presence here?
It's not every day I return from a book tour with a new bride. Give her time. Soon she'll be as relaxed around you as I am. Elizabeth, it feels disrespectful somehow being affectionate in front of my dearly departed first wife.
You mean this portrait of the late Mrs. Strack?
Why do we always refer to dead people as late? Why not eternally tardy?
Anthony, you're showing fear of a painting.
That's absurd. There's absolutely nothing to fear in this house.
That's Cindy.
Cindy!
Mommy! Mommy, Edgar and I were playing hide and seek, and I found him.
Well, he certainly wasn't difficult to find. Let me have a little man-to-hanged man talk with the boy. Edgar Strack, come on down. Very clever. Why are you tormenting your sister?
She's not my sister. And that other woman you brought here, she's not my mother. She's a stranger, an outsider, a yuppie.
Edgar, I have no qualms about disciplining you.
Please do. I love to be disciplined.
True, you are the only boy who, after spankings, leaves a tip. Yes? Leonard, how are you? It's my publisher. Pardon? Well, unfortunately, no ideas have been coming to me. Shh. Well, Leonard, I can't write a book without a decent idea. And what exactly do you mean that's never stopped me before? Edgar, keep away from that, please. Yes, my new marriage makes me happy. Yes, of course, I can still write about blood and guts while being extremely happy. Leonard, I'm sure something will come to me before the next publication date. Ciao. Now, Edgar, I didn't remarry to try and replace your mother. Get that through your head. Cindy, are you enjoying that salad?
It's great. The best salad I ever had. Believe me, please. You gotta believe me.
And now for the main course. La da 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 la 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 la
Miss Blasco, here is the perfect example of why you should serve only kosher.
How dare you embarrass me like this, you little pig. I'm gonna take you inside and I'm gonna smack you.
Mommy, can I go to bed now? I want to get a head start on my nightmares.
May I also be excused? I'd like to get back to my Ouija board. I believe it's put me in contact with Truman Capote.
What makes you think that?
It's spelling with a lisp.
Good night, kids.
Yes, rest in peace.
Anthony, it's really necessary that you live in these surroundings, isn't it?
Absolutely. This house serves as my muse. I'm incapable of penning my supernatural yarns anywhere else.
Sweetheart, I've sacrificed a lot to move here. Is it asking too much that we take down this portrait?
Yes. Elizabeth, I'd really prefer it if you just left that painting alone, please. Don't ask why.
Oh, I don't have to. The answer is painfully obvious. After all these years, you still haven't gotten over the death of your first wife.
That's not true, Judith.
Judith, I'm Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, I mean, that was Judith and you're Elizabeth. It's an honest mistake. It happens.
Anthony, I demand that you explain your phobia of this portrait.
Very well, if you insist. Judith died 10 years ago today in this very room.
Did she die of natural causes?
Yes, she took a nasty fall down that flight of stairs and broke her neck.
You call that natural causes?
Well, of course. I mean, you take a nasty fall and break your neck, naturally it causes you to die. It was the night of Judith's and my anniversary, and we'd planned to celebrate the evening by going dancing. Out of nostalgia, Judith donned her original wedding gown, and as I walked through the door, she rushed down the steps to surprise me, tripped, and we buried her in that very same gown.
My love, what does that have to do with the portrait?
There's an old superstition that when a person dies unexpectedly, their spirit remains somewhere at the scene, restless, troubled, even hostile.
Oh, Anthony, wherever Judith is, I'm sure that she's quite happy that you found someone else.
I doubt that. She's probably insane with jealousy.
That's the struck. That's the Chopin piece your late wife was so fond of playing. After her tragedy, you claimed its performance was a no-no.
I'd best adjourn upstairs to try to get some writing done.
Yes, darling, you do that. Miss Blasco, this painting is starting to have an unhealthy influence on this family. Help me remove it, please.
Madame, you mustn't disturb that portrait. But can't you see? It's managed to capture Mrs. Strack's very soul.
But I am Mrs. Strack.
I wish the person who put those tires on the playground had to wash my kids' clothes. So much dirt and tire smut. I gave up until Tide with bleach.
Colors are bright when Tide with bleach. And those whites? Take a dirty sock. Gets only this white with other detergents, but Tide with bleach gets it gleaming white.
It brings back the brightness and newness. Thanks, Marlene Brigette.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide.
At Friedhouse Saloon Frankfurt and all our salons worldwide, we've worked with enough hair to know a look this shiny. It takes more than just attitude. It takes advanced salon formula, shampoo and conditioner. At Vidal Sassoon LA, we see a lot of dry hair.
To keep it bouncy, moisture-rich formula. Hair and salon condition starts with Vidal Sassoon salon shampoos and conditioners.
Vidal Sassoon. If you don't look good, we don't look good.
Policewomen.
I was going to be an elementary education teacher. Get out of the car. This is the job for me.
Watch them work on Cops Saturday.
This is one of the best little rest stops in Mississippi. It's a saltwater wetland, the kind of place nature might have made. A good spot to drop in, grab a bite, or just sit a spell. It was made by people who work in the nearby refinery. Do people need to create places so nature can spread its wings? People do.
Stop now, shop is Toyota. Shop in time.
You've been waiting for it.
It's Toyota.
It's Toyota shopping time, the right time of the year for great deals.
You feel so good. 'Cause that's a real
Incentives up to $1,400, money-saving option packages, and a lot that's new.
Santa Claus Premium MR2. Most trouble-free car in America, too.
Great selection, great deals at your Toyota dealer now.
Toyota shopping time.
Elizabeth! What do you think you're doing?
I'm saving our marriage. I'm through living in the shadow of another woman.
But why? You do it so well. Keep that away from the fire if you're in the mood to burn a painting. There's a Leroy Neiman upstairs. Suitable for flaming.
I have no intention of burning this painting. I plan to hang it in another room until such time as everyone here is referring to me as your wife instead of the person in this portrait.
Talk about the classic example of what's wrong with this picture.
Mommy!
Cindy, what's the matter?
Mommy, the piano's playing. I'll buy it, Sophie, hear it?
Is there a problem?
Cindy heard some piano playing. Obviously, it's just Anthony downstairs, honey.
Not true. My father's in his study writing, and he doesn't want to be disturbed, although he has been for years.
What's happening?
Miss Blasco, should you be wearing an outfit like that in front of young Edgar?
Why not? He bought it for me. Wait. Listen. That sounds like the late Mrs. Trek playing.
My mother?
I'm the late Mrs. Strack. I'm the present Mrs. Strack. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Mommy!
Is anybody there?
Yes, I'm right behind you.
Elizabeth!
I'll call an ambulance.
No. It's too late. She's dead. Oops, sorry, my mistake. Call the ambulance. Call the ambulance. Everybody. It happens.
Just going to need you to sign right here, Mr. Strack. Thanks for the autograph, man. I love your stuff, man. This is great.
Anthony, in your lifetime, have you ever heard voices?
All the time. When people talk.
Mrs. Strack, young Edgar was not in his room. All I found was this.
I've run away. Goodbye, Edgar.
Anthony, what's your opinion of this?
Succinct and brimming with suspense. The boy certainly takes after me.
But Mrs. Strack, how did you...
I think I know where he's gone.
Edgar? Edgar, I know you're here.
Edgar. Edgar, coming here in the middle of the night isn't necessary to prove to the world how much you miss your mother.
You don't miss her at all. That's why you married someone else.
Nothing could be further from the truth. Listen. A wise man named Hippocrates once said, "Through tragedy, we learn. All roads of learning begin in darkness and go out into the light." Now, it's taken 10 years of darkness for me to learn that light is Elizabeth. I loved your mother. But the reality is there's no bringing her back, and according to all reports, I'm very much alive, so while I'm still here, don't you love me enough to wish me a little happiness?
Yeah. Love you very much, Dad.
You know, this isn't exactly my idea of visiting a theme park.
Edgar, you had us all worried sick.
I apologize for all the disrespect you've incurred from me, Mother.
Edgar!
May I beg for forgiveness for my many grievances, sister?
Mommy, does Mr. Strack have a gun in Edgar's back?
Will there be any additional needs of my services tonight, Mrs. Strack?
Gee, I should fall down the stairs more often.
Miss Blasco, it has been an eventful day, so please put the children to bed, tuck little Cindy in, and strap Edgar down.
Oh, darling, I've made a decision. I want to stay. I want to make your home my home.
Darling, you have my solemn promise our lives here will only get better. You'll see.
You coming to bed?
You go ahead. I'm staying up late tonight to see if an ending from my book comes to me.
All right, my love. Good night.
Sounds like we have rats. And I thought I made it clear to Edgar, no pets allowed. Is that really you, Judith?
Who else? You look wonderful. Have the years been as kind to me?
Sure. I mean, you've dropped a few pounds.
123 to be precise. Death is better than aerobics.
What are you doing here?
Anthony, I'll be blunt. Some things have been eating at me for a very long time. We need to talk. Mind if I sit down? I feel dead on my feet.
Judith, you can't stay.
Why are you running away from me? Do I repulse you so? I'm your wife, damn it.
Judith, you died, and I've remarried.
You mean that other woman? The one who manhandled my portrait? She isn't anything special. What's she got that I haven't got?
A pulse. Judith, listen to me. Elizabeth is my wife now. She fills a void in my life, the void you left.
But I'm right here.
No, this isn't you. The Judith I loved is a cherished memory. Please, don't do anything more to tarnish it.
Forgive me. I guess we have some irreconcilable differences. You're alive, I'm not. I'm truly dead. This is depressing. Before I leave, may I make a final request? Again, one more time.
Anything.
Since this is our anniversary, I'd like one last kiss. But don't worry. No tongues.
I'm sorry, Judith. I just don't seem to be in the mood. Maybe it's the lighting or something.
Oh, Oh, sure. You don't want to kiss a dead person, and you call yourself a liberal. How else are we going to say farewell?
I know. Judith, may I have this dance?
Go slow. It's been a while. Oh.
Sorry, I'm a little rusty on my twirls.
I guess it's time for me to go. Goodbye, Anthony. Take care of my little Edgar. Your new wife is a lucky woman.
Judith, truly, rest in peace.
I shall. Have a good life.
Mr. Strack, did I hear something?
Nothing out of the ordinary, Cindy. Just the ending to my latest book.
The allergies start first. Right now, my eyes are itching and my nose is plugged and stuffed and there's pain along my sinuses here.
Tylenol has something just for you. Tylenol Allergy Sinus.
Relieves allergy symptoms and the sinus problems they can cause. Outstanding. The itchy eyes went away. The pressure in the face is released.
Tylenol Allergy Sinus. Allergy relief that goes clear to your sinuses.
Joanna.
Charles.
Theirs was a love affair. A love of butter, stopped short by cholesterol.
I've dreamt of giving you this.
I can't believe it's not butter.
I can't believe it's not butter is still the only spread flavored with real sweet cream buttermilk for a fresh butter taste, but without the cholesterol to spoil the romance.
I never thought I'd be swept off my feet again.
I can't believe it's not butter. The taste you love without the cholesterol.
Hello. Ed and I are here at the Bull Ring because it seems like the perfect place to introduce our delicious new Bartles & James Red Sangria Cooler. As you can see, people are excited about this festive blend of red wine with the flavor of oranges, lemons, and lime. Well, Ed reminds me this would be a good time for us to take our seats. Please try our new Red Sangria this summer, and gracias for your support.
It's an outrageous hour of sun, surf, and surprises. Grab your shades and pull up a lawn chair, because this Saturday, Totally Hidden Video has a sizzling summer special. Then, follow the females on the force and see the life of a cop from a whole new point of view. Cops, Police Women, right after Totally Hidden Video, Saturday.
Tonight on Fox News, President Bush talks tough on the Middle East as more U.S. troops flood into the Persian Gulf. The latest on the military buildup and how Iran may become a key player in that tense standoff.
Plus, the U.S. may roll out its billion-dollar weapons. We'll tell you about a reported plan to add more than 20 stealth fighters to the arsenal in the Middle East.
And freedom for Christians.